One Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast, baby. We here 7 o'clock, man, like we always promise. I know you youngsters can't relate to that, but I got some real OGs knowing people with me tonight, so I got to pay homage. You feel me? Come on now. Say, bro, look. My first time ever going to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Frankie Beverly featuring Maze concert. I had to be at least 15, and it was at the Essence Festival. Every year at the Essence, he'll do the last night, right? So the last night at the Essence, you won't go because Frankie Beverly gonna be there. Mm-hmm. Man, and it's like when I experienced that, man, I was like in a trance, man. It was like that music resonated. I didn't even understand at that time what they was really saying, but I just the music and the live band. I'm like, man. So as I got older, I went to seeing the type of people that listen to that music. I said, man, I want to be like them, right. Just like the cats right there. You know what I'm saying, bro? And it was sweet, man. Welcome to Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast, man. Here at Mindset Therapy, we help men, women, and children believe in themselves again. We offer 7 simple strategies to developing a positive mindset, and we stand on that. Man, this is your host with the most, Mr. Mindset Therapy himself. You know what I'm saying? I have my co-host, Mr. Michael P., and our guest for the night, no other than Big Herbert Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that right, man. Big Herb, though, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my co-host, man. He want to lace y'all up with the little things.
Right. Welcome. As always, another day. First and foremost, but God, we thank God for being here tonight. And we thank each and every one of you. Yeah, but God, I see it, Big Herb. Yeah, we thank each one of you for tapping in. And we, like always, man, we ask that you share, with everyone because there might be something said, that could deter anyone from going down the same path that we went down. And having said that, I would like to let the crowd know that although a lot of the guys that have come on thus far are returning citizens, we welcome all. It is just at the moment, these are the guys that are coming on the panel and they're sharing their testimony, and just personally, I cannot tell you all what it's like to go through mental depression. I can't tell you. I've never experienced, but there will be someone that comes along this panel, this podcast that can. So just because, again, we use returning citizens, we welcome all. We welcome all. And for those of the guys, we welcome haters as well. You're our motivators, So, yeah, man, we appreciate it. We ask that you leave comments. And yeah, most definitely. We're building. And as I always say, man, but God. And then just real quick, I'd like to give a special shout out, man, to the guys that sponsor us, behind the scene. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And I just like to kind of throw a pitch out there. Coach Flanagan on Your Mark podcast, Dallas, Texas. We have Ash Walk podcast. He's out of Dallas, Texas. I even have a frat brother, Albert Yancey. He's a part of the founder of FBI Ministry, Faith Beyond Incarceration, and just mad shout out to those guys, man, because those guys are really pouring into us, supporting us, and just wanted to tell you, hey, man, big thumbs up.
Man, big, man. Big respect, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, a lot of these brothers I met through this brother Mike, and I can tell you from face value, I got love from them brothers. Like I ain't get love from people I grew up with all my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a brother that it ain't about where you're from. It's about who you is and who you love, who you loyalty lie with. You
Right.
feel me? And these brothers are loyal. I know Mike is loyal to me, man. And Herb, we working on our history right now, but you pitching a no hitter right now. So, man, appreciate you, man. I learned a lot. I watch a lot, and I stay focused on things that you probably don't even know I stay focused on, but I do. So keep doing what you're doing, and I'm keep on learning because, like I said, I'm the junior to y'all. Y'all my seniors, and where I come from, you fall under administration. Is the call of order. That's the part I'm cut from. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You know, I never be older than y'all. I don't care how many birthdays I meet. You feel me?
Right. Just always
And
remember, homie. It's
there's a respect.
always remember, man. Iron sharpens iron. So
Yes,
going biblical, God used a donkey. You know what I'm saying? So age does not
I
matter.
have,
I said
I have been a
that to say,
jack.
I said that to say, hey man, you can learn from toddlers. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
man, iron sharpens iron. With that being said, man, let's do an AI, a meme crossover, and let's jump into Big Herb, man.
Introduce yourself,
All right.
the flow, baby. Let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to my boy Big Mike.
Most definitely.
I had the pleasure of meeting Big Mike years ago when they transitioned to a small town called Denton, Texas, man. And he immediately made a big splash in the neighborhood. It was well received. Man, just a well-rounded guy, big in the sports thing, and everybody who knew Mike was going places, right? He was just that type of guy, charismatic, easy to be around, fun-loving, and most importantly, hard-working. And then we got the news, and like everybody was shocked, right?
Right.
So today, some 30-something years later, I have not just an opportunity to talk with this brother again, but to do life with this brother. And from a vantage point of I'm not supposed to be here, and yet I am. But God, right?
But God.
Yeah, man. So shout out Big Mike, man. Thank you, man. I love you, brother. I know I tell you that quite frequently, man, but I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, man. It's nothing but love, man, because I know what it's like to be caught up in the system. And I also know what it's like to be released, right? So we share that in common as well, man. So thank you. And then also, I want to say thank you to Anthony, man. I love what you said just a minute ago, man, about meeting people where they are and accepting people for who they present themselves to be, right? And like when I got an opportunity to meet with you the weekend we went into the TDC unit, I got a real good vibe from you, brother. Like a genuine. I'm not playing no games. I'm not putting on no show. This is who I am. This is what I believe in, and this is what I'm doing. Like that's what I got from you, man. From the moment we shook hands until we left that unit, man, it was authentic self. So I want to say I thank you and I appreciate you, man, for that and for also like having this platform, man. Like I've been given an opportunity to speak in a couple of different places, man, but never on a social media platform, man. So when I was asked to do this, man, I really got nervous. I'm like, like I'm shook.
Right.
Like I don't know, right? My wife say, baby, you just telling your story.
Right.
That's it.
Ain't nothing to be nervous about. You just telling your story. It's, this is real. It ain't made up. The characters don't change. They remain the same. It's your story. Just tell it like it is.
Right.
So with that, guys, I want
let me break in for a minute. Now I don't really do this, but I want to tell you something. Let me tell you how I know that you was ready, regardless of how you felt.
Mm-hmm.
Went into that unit, we spoke 3 different times.
Yeah.
Like I said, I observe a lot. I listen. You and a brother Wine story never changed.
Mm.
People can't do that.
Right.
If something is not true, if you study psychology and psychiatry, you would know the story would jump, it wouldn't change. But the only thing about y'all two, what happened was y'all stories got deeper. It got deep, deep because you said it in a different, how can I say, in a different emotional setting. Every time you got a chance to do it. The first time it was like, whoa, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that. But you you broke the ice.
Okay.
You made it possible for all us to be like, man, look, Herbert said it. Now let's go. Herbert, man, look, they accepting it. Let's rock it.
Yeah.
So, by the time we swung back around and came back to the chapel, I was almost in tears because I could resonate with both of you. We not from the same place. We ain't grow up in the same neighborhood, but we from the same struggle. People don't understand that. We the same. You just grow up in different places.
Right.
Everything is going on the same in every different hood. In every hood, same thing going on. Just with different people.
Right.
But that's how I knew you was ready to do a podcast. So I had already planned to bring y'all two on. It's just with the time of meeting y'all, scheduling and getting y'all on. I already said, man, when y'all come on, it's done.
Knock them out the park, Rick.
Man, I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that. But yeah,
most definitely.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Again, everybody, my name is Herb. And most people who know me from Denton still refer to me as Herbie. like anytime somebody says, Herbie Johnson, like I know they from Denton, right? But I go by Big Herb, right? Just to get this started, my mom was a deaf mute. However, she went to school, completed school, got a culinary degree, and worked for the University of North Texas most of my life. My dad was a construction worker, and he was what is termed a functional alcoholic, which is to say he held a job and he held on to the bottle. Those were the two things that were important to him, and mom took care of the household.
Right.
And at about 9 or 10 years of age, man, they separated, and we went to live with my grandmother, who was a devout Christian, man, and everybody in Denton knew her as Mother Jones, right? And I grew up in the type of neighborhood then. It was a very small, close knit community, and and people would, if I did something I wasn't supposed to do, like they would call my grandmother's house, and she would know about it before I got home, and I would be disciplined, right? House shoe, slap in the back of the head or something, something was going to happen. And it was
green, huh?
Right. And it wasn't just the fact that I was showing out, but my grandmother had laid a solid foundation of right and wrong. Right. So better. And yet you still out there, acting crazy. So let me show you what that's going to get you. Right. Anyway, I lived with my grandmother, man, for probably, 2 or 3 years. And then her house burnt down. And, my older brother, older sister and younger sister, we were all separated, man. Four kids, man, separated at the age I was about 13 at the time. And my brother and I went to live with some relatives. My sister, my older sister, who was pregnant at the time, had gone on government housing, and my baby sister went to live with somebody else, right? And so, after a real short time with my relatives, I had a real bright idea about if I could just go live with my sister, who was only a couple of years older than me, I can do what I want to do, right? And so I started to rebel against the system, right? Act out and cause trouble in their household. And eventually, I was kicked out. It's like, hey, man, we don't do that here. You know, if you can't abide by the rules of the house, then you need to think about getting you someplace else to live. And that's exactly what I wanted, right? It's exactly what I wanted. So at age 14, I'm living with my sister who is 16 in government housing. I have absolutely no parental guidance, nobody to look up to who is living a life that would warrant me doing the right things. I made my decisions based on what it was I wanted. Like, and I really need to make a point right here. Like, I made decisions based on what I wanted, not for what was good for me or what would be good for me in the future, but what I wanted in the moment. That's how I lived my life, man. At age 14, you know, I'm still going to school, man. I think the last grade I completed, man, was the 7th grade. In 8th grade, I got kicked out a couple of times. Got into a fight with the quarterback of the football team. I think that was the last straw. And I just said, well, you know what, man, I'm just gonna sell dope, man, and let that be that, right? I think that movie New Jack City was was out there. I'm just gonna be a hood figure. And it didn't work out that way, man. Like for real, it didn't work out that way. The sister that I'd mentioned, the older sister that I'd mentioned, she had got hooked up with a guy who was probably 15, 20 years her senior. And he was moving drugs. And before long, you know, he had put a needle into my arm. I think I was 14 years old at the time.
Wow.
And
wait, so it was your brother-in-law that done that?
I wouldn't say brother-in-law, but he was with my sister, right? Yeah, I never acknowledged him as such, you know. But he and my older sister were living together, and he was basically using her like he used everybody else, and putting a needle in her arm and my arm was just means for him to control both of us, right? And looking back, I understand that a little better now. And anyway, man, the next 3-4 years, man, are kind of like a blur, you know, in and out of jail or in and out of juvenile detention hall. Somehow I managed to miss TYC, caught a drug case in '89, and my first prison term, man, got an 8-year sentence, man, and got locked up, and I think I stayed locked up maybe 16 months, long enough to put on about 20 pounds, get some waves in my head, and you know, had a couple of fights and thought I had learned something, right? You know, because I was around a bunch of jokers who were supposedly giving me the game about how you could be a successful drug dealer, right? Never mind the fact they were locked up, but they were giving me the game about how to be successful. So when I was released in 91, I was released in 91, man, and I think it was about 45 days later, the same officer who had arrested me the first time kicked the door in on me the second time.
Wow.
And I got a 20-year sentence, man.
Wow.
Got a 20-year sentence, right? I think I'm like again, man. I was only out of prison maybe 45 days, man. Right back with a 20-year sentence, man. And I remember.
So you got 20 years for selling drugs?
Yes. That's what happens when you don't have proper representation.
And you're a target, and you're in a small town.
Right.
Yeah, I look, I feel, but you know, that was like your first adult.
That was my second case.
Right.
Second conviction.
Like habitual offender.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So they give me or rather I plead for 20 years, right? Like just to be clear.
Right.
And my kid's mother at the time, like I remember her coming to the jailhouse to see me after I had been sentenced. And she was all in tears, right? Like just tore up in tears. And I'm like, man, what's going on?
Right.
And she was like, well, I talked to my aunt, and my aunt said you're going to be gone for a really, really long time. And I said, I got a 20-year sentence. Ann Richards was governor then.
Right.
So, you were doing a year on a month. So I got 20 years, baby. I'll be back in about 18 months, 2 years tops, And 14 years later, man, I made parole.
Wow.
So on a 20-year sentence, I ended up doing 14 years. But I had a really bad attitude when I got locked up, and I felt like it was everybody else's fault that I was locked up. My circumstances were the reason I was locked up. And I carried that resentment and that bitterness with me, man, into prison, man, and it kept me at odds with not just the staff but the inmates too.
Right.
And in '94, this is in '91. I got locked up in '91. In '94, I called an officer assault case in '94, and I remember they took me to administrative segregation. Same day they chased OJ down the freeway. They were taking me to administrative segregation, man, where I stayed for 4 years. Never had a disciplinary case, man, the whole time I was back there. And I remember they changed administrations, and I can't remember the warden's name, but I remember him, bringing me up and saying, if you put your hands on another one of my officers, you will do all the time you have remaining on your sentence plus what we give you. Do I make myself clear? I'm like, yes, sir. And at this time, man, I'm done. Right, I'm broke. Right, I remember, one of the most prominent thoughts, recurring thoughts that I had while I was in lockup was, man, you wasn't raised like this, Herb.
Right.
I mean, it just kept coming back to me, man. It's like, man, you were not raised like this. You isn't the person that you've been presenting to everybody is not who you are. That's not who you are, right?
Right.
And so when they let me out, like I had to just like establish some boundaries because people knew me as one way.
Right.
And like, no, I'm not doing that no more, man. I'm trying to go home, man.
Right.
I've been locked up 6-7 years at the time. I ain't no closer to parole than when I got locked up, man. Like, no, I'm not doing that no more, right? So again, they in 2005, man, I finally make parole. This is 14 years later, man. I finally make parole, and I remember one of the guards at the back door, saying, some slick shit like they always say. We'll leave the light on for you, right? And I told him, yeah, well, your bill gonna be real high, man. It's gonna be real high. That's all I can tell you, right?
But God.
But God, right? And like there was a guy, man, who I become pretty close with, man. Name Richard Williams, but they call him Juvenile. We ran into him when we was at Estelle the other week, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him asking me the question, like, Herb, you've been gone a long time, man. Like, what you gonna do when you get out of here, man?
Yeah.
And I still remember like saying to him and the feelings surrounding what I said, like, because I didn't know. Like, now you got to understand this, man. Like, try to put this in perspective. Like, I've been locked up 14 years.
Right.
They granted me parole. And then somebody who's known me for the past 6 years asked me the question, what you gonna do, man? And like I was on closed custody the whole time I was locked up, man. Closed custody, lock up. I made to meet him custody once or twice, man, but I was never in a position to be a part of any of the learning programs that prison offered, right? So I'm like, man, I don't know, Juvie, but I do know this: as long as I don't mess with no drugs, man, I should be okay. That was the only answer I could give him, man. After being 14 years locked up, man. I remember being released downtown Fort Worth. They giving me an address to go to. And for the first time in years, like cars are driving by me. You know, it's about 7:30. It's kind of getting dark. The lights are coming on. Man, it's like I done stepped into a whole nother world, man. I'm talking about I'm shook. Like, damn, man, where is this place at, man? Like, I'm just following the crowd at this point, man. I'm talking about like culture shock. Like for real, culture shock, man. And so I go to this halfway house, man, in Fort Worth, and I find out after being there for a while that it is primarily for sex offenders, right? And I don't know that when I go. I found that out after the fact. Like I'm going downtown Fort Worth trying to get a job, right? Because you have to have a job in order to get out on the weekends to go visit with your family, right? So I'm trying to get a job. And after about 2 weeks, I find out, like, man, these people not gonna give you no job, Herb, man. This is a sex offender facility that you being housed on, man. So I'm like, well, shit, man. so at this point, now I gotta say this too, man, because this how messed up I was, man. I figured, I've been locked up 14 years. I weigh about 240 pounds at the time. I got some waves in my head, my teeth nice and white, my eyes nice and clear. I figure if I can get a job in food service somewhere, it's going to be some woman I can take advantage of, right?
Wow.
God's honest truth, man. God's honest truth. But this just go to show, this just go to show me how loving my God is, right? Like, no, I'm not gonna let you do that, Herb. I'm not gonna let you run through somebody's life like that, man. So that didn't happen. I ended up taking a job, picking up trash on the freeway. Now you gotta keep in mind, I'm in a halfway house. I'm trying to get out so I can go visit my mom, whose health was not the best at the time, right? So I'm out on the freeway. It's about 15, 20 of us. We got on overalls and, we carrying bags. And, out of nowhere, man, car come down the freeway, dude throw something out the window. Job security. Okay, I'm not doing this no more, right? So that didn't work. Anyway, there was a temp service probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from where we were at. And some of the guys will walk over there in the mornings, walk 2 miles in the morning to the temp service, and then they would be bused to a job site in a small town called Midlothian.
Mm-hmm.
Now, name of that company, Midlothian.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Midlothian, man. And
that really exists?
Yes, it actually exists. The company was called Chaparral Steel at the time. It is now called Gerdau Ameristeel, third largest producer of steel in North America. I find this out after I get there, right? Well, I worked through that temporary service, man, for about 7 months, and the COO called me over to the office one day and say, "Hey, Herb, I'd like to offer you a job." Now, keep in mind, they've had a contract with this temp service for 7 years, and they've never hired anybody. Right? It's just temporary labor. So when he mentioned something about a job, I'm speechless. Like, to be completely honest, like that, I didn't come here for that, man. So this is out of the blue. And he says, "What do you think about that?" I'm like, okay. At the time, I was making $6.15 an hour. This is in 2005. $6.15 an hour, man, manual labor. And he says your pay will increase to $14.75. Every 90 days, you'll be brought up for a raise. We have annual profit sharing. We also have our own credit union, so you have an instant line of credit. Just as soon as you sign your name on the dotted line. And if you want to go to school, to work in the rail cars, become an electrician, any of those things, you can do all of that. Still receive your full pay, and then be compensated once you achieve whatever it is you go to school for. So I'm like, man, I'm like blown away, man.
I knew you.
Okay. He said, so what do you think? And I'm like, okay. I really don't know what to say, man, because that's not why I took the job. But what I've learned in the course of simply showing up to do what needs to be done is that God opens doors, right? Like I've seen this happen time and time again in my life, man. I show up for one reason, and when I get there, somebody else is already there, who God has appointed to show me something else, right? So I get the job. About 90 days into the job, the guy calls me back over to the office, says, man, you're doing a really great job, Herb. You got a great attitude. People that you work with, their attitudes are better because of your attitude, man. Is there anybody else in that temp service that you think would be a good fit for our company?
Right.
Now this is what he said. Do you think?
Right. Your judge.
Yeah. What do you think, Herb? Because this is your area, right? Do you think there's anybody else in there who would be a good fit? And the guy I initially chose, he played himself out of pocket. Another guy got the position. This was in 2005. He still works there today.
Oh, that's a blessing.
And what he does, the last time I talked to him, his what he did was drove a Chevy S10 pickup truck. He drove it around the plant and made sure that all the temporary guys, the same guys that through the same temp service that we came through, made sure that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. That was his responsibility, man.
Right.
So what happened when this happened for me, like things got really, really good, really, really fast. And I started thinking to myself, man, I should probably be hanging around some people, some successful people, right? People that are making moves, they're going places and they're doing things, right? These are the people I need to be hanging out with, because I wasn't hanging out with nobody, man. I was going to work, going home, going to work, going home, going to work, going home. And it just so happened those people were going to happy hour, right? And because I had been gone for so long, and alcohol and drugs had not been a part of my life for so long,
right?
I forgot.
Right.
Right? Somebody may say, well, how do you do that? I'm not a slow learner, but I am a fast forgetter, right? So I said, all right, well, where do I meet you guys at? And so I started going out and hanging out with people, started drinking again, man. And before too long, man, I found myself in the crack house again. And everything that I had acquired during the time that I got out, those relationships that I God had mended, the finances, the clothes, all that stuff, man, got put on the pipe, right? Like, just to put it plain, all that stuff went on the pipe. And I remember leaving Fort Worth because people had come to know me as a responsible member of society. And because I was no longer able to keep up that facade, I went back to Denton, where people knew me as a drug addict.
Right.
And like I remember, like borrowing money from my brother. My brother's like, "Man, what's going on with you, man?
Right.
What's happening, man? Herb, you okay?"
Right.
Like, "Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good." Man, I spent the next several months, man, working day labor off corner, making $85 to $150 a day, man, and spending just enough of that money to pay for a room for a night and the rest of it to get high on, man. And I don't know how long I did that, man. I just know that at some point, all the lies that I'd been telling myself to justify my using, like they stopped working, right? And I saw myself for what I'd actually become again.
Right.
Again. And in that moment, I called the police on myself, man. Like, I can't do this no more. It's either I get myself some help or I kill myself, right?
Right.
And, you know, like the whole time I was in prison, man, like I never thought about suicide.
Right.
Never once did I think about suicide, but I've been granted parole, and now I'm out in the free world having to make decisions for myself, and suicide has become an option now, man.
Contemplate.
Man, you talking about a bad spot, man. You talking about a bad place. I was there, man. I was at the jump off spot, man. So I called the police on myself, man, and I tell them where I'm at. And the lady said, "Well, that's good to know, but we don't do pickups. If you want to, like, for real, that's what she told me, man. Man, I'm in a, like, for real, man, lady, you understand?
What I'm laughing at is,
Yeah.
Man, said, man, I call the police on myself.
Yeah.
Then they ain't want to come get me.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. So I drive the truck. This last little thing that I'm holding on to separate me from every other using addict, right? I drive it up to the jailhouse and park it. I walk into the jailhouse, turn myself in, man. And I started this long process, man. Like like for real, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get clean. I just knew that the pain and the confusion and the chaos of using that using life, like it just wasn't working for me anymore, man. And I had to do something different. And I knew that, like, when I was locked up, I wasn't using. Like, which is this is, and you have to understand the mentality behind it. Like, I'm looking for help, and the only help that I've been exposed to is, man, Mike, you feel me, man?
Yeah.
Like, damn, man. Like, how messed up you got to be to go there, though? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're human, brother. You're human.
So I turn myself in, man, and they send me the treatment. It's in 2009. They send me the treatment, man. And I get out. The same guy that I got the help for, like, he got a 3-4 bedroom house over on the east side of Fort Worth, big truck, and all this other stuff. He living good, man. He's like, "Yeah, you can come live with me, Herb, man, until you get on your feet." And then my mom died. Since late 2009, man, my mom passed away. And I got made a decision, man. As soon as I got the news, like, I'm not doing this. So, you know what I mean? And got loaded, man. Got loaded, and I went to my mom's funeral. And I remember being upset with my brother because he was crying. He was able to express the sorrow that he was feeling. And I couldn't get in touch with what was going on in me because of the drugs and the alcohol, man.
The addiction,
man. I couldn't get in touch with myself, man. Right. And, I remember going back to Fort Worth after my mom's funeral, right? And and like just being lost, man. Being lost, like like not really, I'm living with this cat, and I'm lying to him because I'm telling him I ain't using, man, and like it just things just really messed up, man. And then in January of 2010, I remember like getting paid and going to Denton, man, and getting with some cousins of mine, and being in a situation with them, man, that just left me like emotionally bankrupt. Like I was in a situation using with relatives, and my life was on the line. Like, I mean, how the hell do you get hurt? These are my relatives, man. What is going on? And like for real, that's what changed it for me, right? Like, so I went back to Fort Worth, man, and I got honest with myself. I got honest with cat I was living with, man. I got into treatment again, and that was January 25th, 2010, man. I made a decision that like I just wasn't gonna use no more, man. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I know using wasn't gonna be a part of it. And I became a part of a program, man, that taught people like me how to live without the use of drugs and alcohol. That's been over 15 years ago, man. It's been over 15 years ago, man. And every day, man, every day since that day, I wake up and I thank God for waking me up. And then I ask God to show me what it is that He would have me do during the course of the day, man. And sometimes, man, I'm okay. Like for real, sometimes I treat people good. Other times I'm indifferent, but I'm always aware because God has given me that awareness, right? Like, and today, when that type of stuff happens, I can set aside my ego and my false pride and go, you know what? I was wrong. I didn't mean to behave that way. What can I do to make it right? Not I'm sorry, because that's just I'm gonna do it again.
Right.
What can I do to make it right? When I ask somebody that, it puts me in a position of servitude where I have to be thinking about it the next time I come in contact with them. Does that make sense?
Most definitely.
Make a lot of sense. That's called accountability.
Yes, sir. So, man, that's how I try to live my life today, man. I met a beautiful woman, man. Met a beautiful woman, man. This is like 2017.
Gotta do it.
2017, man, right? And like I got to put this in context, right? Because I got clean in 2010, and I'd had revolving relationships, rolling relationships, right? And I come to the conclusion that like being in a fulfilling and meaningful relationship was just something that wasn't for me, right? Or not that it wasn't for me, but that I wasn't gonna have that, right? And then I'd given up on the whole concept, man. Like I'm just gonna be a bachelor, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna be a bachelor. Whenever it happens, it's gonna happen, and that's gonna be it. You go your way, I'm gonna go mine. Ain't no harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah. So I met a couple of guys, man, who I'm still real close with today, and I met them through Herbalife, right? Maybe y'all heard of it, right? Like we were like selling nutritional program or products, and providing exercises and boot camps and all that.
Around that time, I was an artist, man.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
I know Stormy, I know all of them.
Okay.
Now I've been there, done that. That's how I come out. Long story, man. Go ahead now.
So I'm in the. Me and these guys, we get a nutrition club, right? Like we running boot camps. We create this accountability system for all our customers, give them, not just great results, but communities where they can talk to other people about, the things that they're doing, what's working for them, yada yada yada, right? And we set up this thing called the Sunday Fun Run, where we would just get all of our clients together. Didn't matter who they were; it was absolutely free. And we would do a 5K. run, walk, or jog. Don't matter what your fitness level. Bring your babies out, push your strollers, whatever. We're gonna do this together, right? And one of our members had been inviting this lady for months. Like, hey girl, you need to come over here. You like, you know, it's off the chain. Like they got it going on. Blah blah blah. And the one day that she don't show up, her friend show up. And when she showed up, man, I said, you know how when she walk in the room, like,
that's her.
It's over with.
Yeah, that's her.
I was like Martin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, she walked in, and I was like, okay, shit, all right. So but we had this rule in place, like we didn't get involved with the campers, with the clients. Just didn't do that. That's the fastest way to kill the business, right?
Right.
That's right.
After she'd been with us for a while, like I pulled the guys to the side and I said, hey man, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I like this girl. What do you mean you like her? I mean, I want to get to know her better. I haven't been in contact with her. I ain't broken no rules yet, but I'm letting y'all know. Like if she open to it, then I'm about to go that way. I'm about to go that way. So that was in 2017, man. We dated for about a year. And a funny story, man. I remember my lease was about to be up on my apartment, right? And she was living in Louisville. I was living in Fort Worth. And my lease was about to be up on my apartment. And I remember, telling, look, baby, my lease about to be up on my apartment. We might well just go on and do this thing together. Like we could save some money, stack some cash, be about that life. And she looked at me and she said, oh no, I don't live like that, father. She say, if you talk about sharing the same address, there's a conversation we need to have about it because I don't live like that.
Right.
Like that was the first time, man. First time, man, woman that ever said that to me. It's like, ooh.
Right.
Well, it's like if you want to live here, then we need to have a conversation about what it's going to take for you to live here, for us to share the same address.
Right.
And we did that, man. We did that because there were some things about her that really appealed to me as a woman. Number one, she loved her children. She was a single mom, had been divorced for, 13, 14 years at the time. And everything about her was connected to her two boys, right? That was the first thing, right? Second thing, and this blew me away, like the boys didn't have a social media account. Like who does that?
Right.
Like this was 8 years ago. Like all kids had social media, especially teenagers.
Right.
Like neither one of these boys had social media accounts.
Right.
And then and like she was who she was, man. And she was like extremely confident in herself, right? I was like, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we had that conversation, man. And I locked it in, man. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Gangster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And look, I can tell you this, man. The Bible says when a man find a wife, he find a good thing.
Yeah.
But here's the other part. Here's the other part of that verse that is very seldomly recited.
Come on now.
Not only does he find a good thing, but he finds favor
with God,
with the Lord.
But God.
Man.
But God.
But God, man.
But God.
Man, say, bro.
Yeah.
I know. It's been non-stop since.
Yeah, so we dated for a year, man, and we were married June 10th, 2018, man. We got married, man. And God has continued to show up, man. Has been a part of our relationship, man. And for me, it's been a struggle Like it's been a struggle because I have this warped belief system about what masculinity is, right? Or rather, what a man's position in a relationship is, right? Like I remember we went to counseling, we went to premarital counseling, and I remember the pastor telling me, your responsibility inside your home when they talk about being the head of the household, from a biblical standpoint, that simply means, Herb, that you have to be willing to do everything that nobody else wants to do. Like you have to set the temperature in your household, right? And you do that through your actions. And I remember thinking at the time, man, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like if I'm being real honest, man, like I don't know if here's the thing. I've always been afraid of being responsible.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like what if I fail?
Right. Caught that.
What if I'm not good enough?
Right.
So if I just skip out now, nobody ever know.
Right.
Right. False pride, ego.
Right.
And the beauty of being married to somebody is that they get to know. Yeah. The beauty of being married to someone is that they get to know you. Right. It's like your children. Your children, you live with your children day in and day out. They know you better than you know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And the same thing is true of my wife. Like she know me better than I know me. Right. And sometimes I'll be like, man, just stop, would you?
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Let me come to that conclusion by myself. Would you? Thank you very much. I'm just letting you know, baby. I'm just.
Their job is to look. I know what it is because not only you're my husband, but God gave us discernment over each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Before you even turn your head and lay your eyes on it.
Man.
I used to fight that at one time. And
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I hit the brick wall. Now I surrender, Lord.
Yeah.
Baby, what you say? All right.
Okay. Just take my hands off of it, man.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is too, Andy, man.
I'm telling you,
exactly what it is, man. So, man, that's my story, man. And I tell people, man, anybody who's willing to listen, man, that God done more for me, man, than anybody I know, right? And if you are willing, like God is able. Like for real, if you willing,
say that again.
If you willing, God is able. And if you're not, there's nothing no one can do, God or anybody else, right? Like I have to be willing, man, to change, right? Admit that I don't know, man, and trust that a power greater than myself, man, can and will guide me in the direction that I truly want to go, right? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing I find out, man. The very same things that I want for myself, those things that I very rarely talk about, those are the things that God wants for me, right?
That's
right. Those are the things that God truly wants for me, man. I just have to be obedient, man. And sometimes I can, man, and sometimes I can't, man. But I'm always willing, man. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Sure. Most definitely.
What I found out was this. My thing was I never wanted to lie to God.
Mm-hmm.
Never wanted to play with him. I come from a very spiritual family. You know, my grandmother, my mother, they was Titans.
Okay.
Everybody had their faults. But I would always see them go right back to God. You know, God.
Yeah.
So like when we did go to church, the church was, you know, not my grandmother, but beating her two grandsons down. Oh, they're killing. Oh, they're selling drugs. So they ran us from the church.
Mm-hmm.
But we always had God in our heart. So anytime something, you know, we was being prayed for, and we would acknowledge God. We wouldn't play with it. So when I started jail, I'm like, man, I'm not going to no prayer circle, no car. I'm not playing with God because I know when I go back out here, I'm going to hustle. I'm going to get it. And I ain't about to pick God and tell God I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm like, it got to a point to where only God allowed the world to whoop me so much mentally and spiritually. So I was just, man, I'm ready to be obedient, not just to God, but to my family, as a husband, as a father, as everything. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't do it when it was the odds were stacked up. I done it when nobody even expected me to do it. When I was at the top of the game, when I was like, I was shot up and hit up, but I crawled back.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here. But guess what? I quit. You can have it. I don't want it because I made a choice.
Yeah.
See, you got free will, and this is what I learned. They say, man, how you do it, man? You've been doing, you've been out here 20-some years, man. Ain't number one. I'm like, man, God. What you mean, God? I said, God. That's what I said. God.
Yeah, man.
Explain to me. I said, I surrendered. I was obedient, and I ain't perfect now, but I'm still
right.
My heart is in line with Him, so I'm obedient more than I was before. So He worked with the rest.
Right, showing up, man.
He ain't gonna get the best. He ain't got the toe down, the low down, the crooked, right. The hustlers, the cursers, the naysayers. He ain't got all of them. God couldn't do no work in his home, in his hood, because nobody ain't believed him.
How about that?
So he had to go to everybody else's project and bust moves. And guess what? It worked for him. Now they like, oh Lord, y'all ain't believe me though. Y'all ain't believe I was the son of the man.
Yeah.
See, that's my job, to put it in the street form so they can understand it, because they ain't gonna take it coming from here and there. They go, that's too biblical. Man, I'm spiritual, religious. I'm spiritual, and no, not religion. I don't knock that, but I understand spiritual form better than religion, because religion got too many rules. I'm the man that broke all the rules.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna like me. I'm gonna go over here where they love the rule breakers.
Yeah.
Jesus embraced them. The red Hulk, the green Hulk, the blue Hulk, the herd, the everybody.
Yeah.
Jesus said, "This is my team right here. I'm rocking with them."
Jesus showed favor to all those outcasts, didn't he, man?
And look,
broke the mold.
They got mad. That's why they wanted to kill him. Man,
you can't do that.
Man, they just didn't want to kill Jesus. They wanted to kill everybody. The miracles on there. Look, Lazarus was like, man, the only thing he done brought me back to life. Y'all want to kill me? You got to go. Everybody got to go.
Right.
I saw you with him.
Most definitely.
Didn't he bring you back? We can't let nobody find that out. You got to go.
Yeah, man.
Free will, though, bro. Big Mike, what's happening, bro? You've been over
there.
Man,
yeah, man. Again, man, this is an honor, man. This is somebody that also, although he highlighted, how the community, how my peers look up to me. This is a guy that I actually looked up to. I mean, I can tell you guys about us being at the Civic Center pool, the city pool, the community pool, and I would watch this guy, get on the high dive, and he had the prettiest form I've ever seen, and could make a splash like he weighed 450, and he was nowhere near that. And I would emulate this guy. I would study this guy because I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to rock that pool like Big Herbert.
Yeah,
Big
man.
Herb rock that pool. So yeah, man, not to toot my own whistles, man. By no means do I take it. I always scream, but God, and I stand on it. But Herb, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here. And having said that, I received a text prior to us coming on, and it was from a gentleman that is a part of our team.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Wine. His nickname is Wine, and he stated he did a post, for tonight's show, and he said, people tap in, because the same rappers that you idolize, they talk about our stories.
Yeah.
So when he said that, boy, it was just it resonated. It was like a power punch, Big Herb. And I say that because you just told any onlookers at the age of 12, 14, I can't recall which one.
14.
14, that someone stuck a needle in your arm and shot dope in your arm. Now, I don't know if our viewers are really paying attention here. But it was at that moment that your mindset went out the door.
Yeah.
All that running at football for Strickland, running track for Strickland, all that community civic center, all that went out the door.
Over.
Big homies giving little homies bad game. Shout out to Keedron Brewster. Profound statement. Profound. Yeah. And you're looking at a gentleman that also stated, because of his mindset therapy, because of his mindset, the only recruits he had was, man, I got to go back to prison. That's the only place I'm safe, is in the joint.
How about that shit?
And then you heard him say while he was in prison, he was in administrative segregation. He was in high security. He was in medium custody. I don't know if you're aware, viewers. Those are levels within the penal institution.
Jail inside
and the levels that he's describing, those are for knuckleheads, guys that just don't get it. But this is where he was comfortable. Again, mindset. And it took Herb not one time, 45 days later, 2 times.
Right.
Go to the halfway house, slip again. Get a good job, blow it.
Yep.
Time after time, man. But he didn't lose one thing. And that one thing that he did not lose, Herb, man, if you'll just lean back and show him that shirt one time, it says it all, man. It says, but God. But God. And I'm not asking you to be religious here. I'm talking about a relationship here.
Yeah. Personal.
He had gotten broken so that he could heal. God had broke him so he could heal him. And now he's not penitentiary Big Herb. He's Big Herb, the Herbalife trainer. And I don't know if you guys really see him, but he's solid. I didn't hug him. Yeah. And he took a negative and turned into a positive. When he was in prison, we were blessed to run across one another, and he would work out religiously every day. And he has a nice physique. And I don't give guys compliments unless they earn them. And a lot of people were magnetic to him because they knew you get on that iron power with Big Herb, man. In about 30 days, he's going to have you right, but he ain't finna play with you. And here it is, years later, God made room for his gift. And you heard him confess out his own mouth. Not every day is a holiday. But he has that discernment, that spiritual awareness. Hey, God, I need you, man. It's bigger than me. He also knows that he has my number on speed dial and many other that will hold him accountable. Big Herb, you better shake that.
Yeah.
Homeboy, we got too much going on and we pushing. The story is bigger than us, Herb.
For real.
Vessels, man. We're just pieces on the board. We're servants, man. God opened the door. We'll do the work.
Yeah.
Hey, man, your story is phenomenal. And guess what, Herb? It's not your story anymore for correction.
Yeah.
Your lived experience. Notice what I said. Live is ED. That's past tense, Herb.
Past tense.
It's not your story anymore. It's a story to be regurgitated for all those viewers, all those mothers that have those sons, all those sons that look up to these rappers and are being misled. All them little homies is gangbangers being misled. Girls alike. I'm not being prejudiced here. Girls alike. If Herb can do it, you can do it. You just heard the man say, man, I never saw this coming, man. I was just a bad guy.
Yeah.
And when I was around good people and that bad would prevail, I knew to run back to Denton and hang with some more bad guys that I knew. And excuse my French, you got to be a damn fool.
Yeah, for real.
But that's the mindset. And if you don't change your mind, guess what? You won't change your action.
Damn sure won't.
So that's why I love the podcast that my brother Anthony has, man. Mindset Therapy. 7 simple rules, man, that if you will apply them, will change your life. And it begins and it ends like a camel. Get on your knees, man, and tell that man, thank you, man. Yeah. Whatever your higher power is, you tell him thank you.
Yeah.
Herbert, again, man, I thank you, man. I thank you. I thank you for your genuine, your authenticity, your story, man. Your story. Because a lot of people won't come on here and be so transparent.
Right. Well, you know what, Mike? I had the pleasure of hearing a guy who shared something with me, man, years ago, man, that really opened me up, man. And he said, your power lies in the story that you're unwilling to tell.
Oh, man. Ooh. Hold up, Herb. Hold up. You didn't say in your punch. You didn't say in how much you can lift.
No.
You didn't even say how much dope you can shoot.
No.
The story lies where, homeboy? Let me make sure I got this.
Your power lies in the story that you are unwilling to tell.
Hey, man, mindset therapy, man. You only get this one time, man.
Show up.
See,
there it is, look, man.
We're gonna remix this, and I have 7 questions I want you to answer, and I think you're the perfect candidate for it because everything you said on your way out the door, like the different programs, the programs that you wasn't accessible for, the facilities that will bring you home and position you to. I got some questions for you. You know what I'm saying? So next time we do our remix, I'm gonna lay these questions on you, and I want you to, share with us, share with Mindset Therapy what you think can be better, what you think can be fixed, or what you think that can be different on our brothers' life after time after they released from being incarcerated for so many years. You know
brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
Say, bro, again, bro, it's kudos, man. It's been a pleasing pleasure to have my friend you heard me here on Mindset Therapy Life After Time edition. Here at Mindset Therapy, we help men, women, and children believe in themselves again. We offer 7 simple strategies to developing a positive mindset, and we stand on that. But God, check this out, man. Until next Tuesday at 7 p.m., like we always run it, man. We're gonna line it back up. You know what I'm saying? We can't tell you who we're gonna bring, but we're gonna bring somebody. But Big Herb, be looking out for his remix on this joint, man. And man, we got some things. Let the people know where they can find you at, Herb. They can follow you. You might want to get some tips on the Herbalife, or tell them what you got going on, man. Let them know how they can get in touch.
Well, I've been into this Herbalife thing, man, for probably 2015, about 10 years now, 10 years, about 10 years now. And www.goherbalife.herbertjohnson. That's me. It'll take you directly to my website. It'll give you a listing of all the products the company has to offer. And any questions you guys have about those, you can just hit me up personally, man. And my information is on Facebook, so if you're really interested, that's where you can find me. Right
on Facebook, they look you up under Herbert Johnson.
Herbert Johnson, man. No, ain't nothing slick. Ain't nothing slick about me, man. I'm square as a pool table and twice as green, man. What you see is what you get, man.
Okay. I like that, man. Well, next week, man. You know how we rock like we on your head like a kufi. We like a wave cap in a penitentiary trying to get waves. Look, man, you don't have a taste on this, but thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for being a part of this amazing podcast, man. Anything y'all want to say before we get out here?
Simply, but God, man. But God.
Showing up, man. Hey, Anthony, thanks for the invite. Mike, thanks for the invite, man. I appreciate you guys, man. And I wish and pray, man, continued success, man, for the both of you in what your heart desires, man. Like for real.
Likewise.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Herb, man. Until next time, baby.
All right. Peace, man. We'll holler at y'all.